My name's Amanda Drake. I've been writing a speech about who has inspired me the most. There's many people who inspired me. There's many people who have been great mentors, but there was only one that I could think of that deserved the honor of this privilege to be able to speak about. Although there's been many that inspired me, and there's been many mentors that I had in my life, there has only truly been one person whose character has never changed. His character has stayed the same through every trial and every tribulation. He has been the same in every success and every failure I've ever had. He also ran in my direction when it felt like the whole world turned from me. You may know him, as many do. His name is Jesus Christ. He came as a man not to be served, but to serve others. Although he had no beauty in this world that we should desire, it was his heart of love for others that he had. His humbleness and his forgiveness is what made him such a wonderful man. Let's talk about his unfailing love for a moment. It was his love that he had for others that was so deep and so rare that is so unimaginable. Jesus even claimed that there is no greater love for others than to lay your life down for a friend. And he did that just for us, so we would have eternal life in heaven with him. He also gives his love so freely to anyone who accepts him. But then, if you ever feel like you're not loved, all you have to do is just look upon the cross and remember and see the agony that he bore for us ourselves, so we could have eternal life with him. And he gives us this eternal life. And this right here is love at its finest. Next, we can see a living demonstration of being humble. In a world that is so cruel, why not be somebody who is kind? He was kind to everybody he knew. He always proved himself to be a humble servant, without pretension, without pride, and always unselfish and unprejudiced. He showed his humbleness everywhere he went, and you can see that when he touched the unclean bodies with leprosy, when he would go visit the sick, but most of all, when he accepted the invitations to sit at the sinner's table. And finally, let's talk about this forgiveness. In a world where everybody remembers every wrong you've ever done, he doesn't do that. He spoke about forgiveness, and he showed us the greatest example that anybody could ever show us. His whole ministry was all about forgiveness. If you remember, whenever he walked to the cross and he was nailed to that cross, he looked up and he said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know." So that right there shows us the greatest gift that he could ever give us is to forgive others as he has forgiven us. He was also set on forgiving those that laughed and mocked him. And that right there showed me the true meaning of forgiveness, to forgive others who have done me wrong. And that is one example that I will live with and I will carry my whole life, thinking about that image of him on the cross, nailed to it, bleeding, and asking for forgiveness for people who put him there. Finally, as I can conclude this message, I want to leave you with this. There are many that inspire you. There may be many people that you have in your life that are mentors. But this world doesn't need more role models. It needs more of Jesus. It needs the ultimate role model. If we can find any person to emulate, it would be Jesus Christ himself. So as I leave you with this today, I thank you for watching and for listening. I just ask you that if you ever feel like you're not worthy or you're not loved, just remember and look upon the cross for the person who gave all for you. Thank you.